Hello, Capricorn. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your general message. Keep in mind, Capricorn, timing and energy is fluid. This could resonate at any point in time. This reading is timeless. So whenever you're guided to watch it, you're likely to find a message in here for you. I also want you to keep in mind, Capricorn, this is for any major placements, sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. And so if this message does not resonate, I do suggest that you check your other signs and your other placements. Before jumping in with the cards, I do want to talk about what came through in meditation. And so I just felt this overwhelming need to embrace change and freedom, change and freedom. I also feel you might be in competition with somebody. The competition kind of feels fierce. And so I just felt like this intense pain on the heart when it comes to being thrown into like the lion's den is what it felt like. And so I do feel you're kind of in a position where maybe you've had to take on a lot of financial responsibilities. And I also feel that maybe you developed feelings for somebody that you found intriguing, but this person doesn't really prioritize you. And so I feel it's time to maybe inject some passion into your life, some fun into your life. Maybe it's time to maybe book a trip, go on vacation, but I do feel there's no rewards without taking a risk. And so maybe a getaway is what you're going to need, but I do feel some type of exposure in the energy. So let's jump in with some cards, Capricorn, and let's see what else needs to come through with the messages with the cards. I am starting off with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. Empowerment, heightened awareness. So there is something here you need to take ownership of. Maybe there was some poor planning, but I do feel resistance here. Resistance when it comes to stepping into a new direction. And so the Fool, they're showing me the Fool card in my third eye. And so maybe it's time to take a leap of faith. Maybe it's time to throw caution to the wind. But I do feel you've been sensing something here isn't right. There's some type of shift taking place here. And it's maybe time to step into some self-empowerment. I do feel meditation would probably serve you well in the energies. But I feel like a surge of energy. A surge of energy. So let's see what else needs to come through for you, Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. We got your higher self just flipped out in reversed. So I just feel like there's like an ego competition going on here. The spirit guides and angels also flipped out in reverse. We get rediscovery, nourishment, and mental clutter. Any other messages for Capricorn, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. We got quite a few here. So new outlook, psychic abilities, divine timing, and there's that meditation practice that I feel will serve you. I do feel you've been really going round and round and round in your head, spending a lot of time up in your head space, and I do feel things are a little bit foggy. But I feel clarity is coming. Meditation is definitely going to help you. I also feel this energy of communication blocks with somebody. Communication blocks. You're dealing with somebody where I feel they make you feel very ungrounded. And so how can you contain your energy and bring yourself back to center? Because this is the energy of the veil of illusion being lifted. I think it's like peeling back the layers of an onion when it comes to a certain person that you've been dealing with. And I do feel it's going to be quite shocking when you see things that you didn't originally see with this person, because it's like your ego's been fighting something here. I do feel the angels have been trying to connect with you to guide you on your journey, but you've been ignoring the signs and the syncs. There's a need to dismiss the ego. I do feel that's where this competition energy is coming from. And there's like a lack of compassion here. So with this rediscovery, it is going to activate a new outlook. And so Piscean energy, you could be dealing with somebody with major Pisces placements. But this is like a tower energy. Divine timing is saying, hey, how can you take care of anybody else if you're not taking care of yourself? I do feel a lack of sacredness in your life. Are you nourishing your mind, your body, and your soul? Because I feel a very unhealthy energy coming through here, which is hindering your progress on your path. And so it's time to get to work. You likely do have some psychic abilities. We all have psychic abilities. It's just a matter of tuning into them and developing these abilities. And so you're going to see something here from a completely different angle coming up here. I do feel you're looking at this situation or a person that you've been dealing with, and I think you're like, hey, I know what they are now. I can see through this person. I feel a rigorous re-examination of a karmic situation here. And I do feel it's created a lot of confusion and a lot of static when it comes to your thoughts. And so it's like the universe has been bringing forward signs. Maybe you've been seeing the signs. Maybe you've been going through some clairaudiency upgrades, the ringing in the ears or something. But it's like you've been sensing something is off intuitively. And I do feel there's a need to kind of just disconnect. Spend some time alone, because I think I'm talking to somebody here that does have the ability to channel and convey messages from spirit. But you do have to be ready to receive those messages, right? And I just feel this overwhelming need to put expectations on something. So when we put expectations on something or somebody and they don't meet those expectations, then we're usually really disappointed. But I feel if things have been very foggy, the fog is going to be lifting very soon, because you're going to see things from a whole new angle. So let's jump in with some Oracle of Mystical Moments messages, the Observer, and no rain today. And so, yeah, I think you have been really examining a situation. You've definitely been trying to get to the bottom of something here. You've been observing maybe somebody's actions. Maybe somebody's words are not matching their actions. And when somebody's words don't match their actions, that's called manipulation. Could be dealing with somebody that's been gaslighting you. And I do feel fear around security. Maybe because, you've been in a cycle here for a little while. But I feel like you've got hopes and wishes here that you've kind of stuffed back in the back of your subconscious. And now it's time to go after your hopes and your wishes. There's change on the horizon here. This is a 50 card breaking down to a 5. And then we get this no rain today. 37 breaking down to a 10. And so this is a cyclical energy. There is a cycle here that I feel needs to reach completion. Something around that moon, maybe around the full moon eclipse in Taurus on the 28th. I believe that's this Saturday. I feel like you've been avoiding facing some challenges here. It's like you don't want to face the hurt. You don't want to face the pain. You've been avoiding an ending because you've been avoiding the pain. You don't want to feel the pain is what I'm feeling here. But I think your observations are saying you can no longer ignore the signs and the things. So we'll see what else needs to come through here for you, Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. We get pure nature. Maybe it's time to take a step back and kind of smell the roses. Are you on autopilot, Capricorn? Because this is some truth being exposed here. 7 is the number of the mystic. Maybe you are a mystic healer. I do feel 15 here on the bottom of the deck, the elixir of life. 15 is the energy of the devil card. And so I just feel more red. So there's some fear surrounding some security, maybe emotional security, financial security. I just feel this could be a spontaneous Kundalini activation rooted at the base chakra. But I just feel like there's a need to break free from something here before things get worse, because something here is feeling very toxic day and night. You are definitely dealing with somebody here that has some secrets, some hidden motivations. It's like the Jekyll and Hyde energy. Maybe you're dealing with somebody with a prominent Gemini placement. It's like day and night. Maybe this person is, bubbly, great with everybody out in public. And then they're like the night energy around you, Jekyll and Hyde, right? Somebody here has some secret motivations. You could be dealing with a magician type energy. You could be dealing with a trickster. We got the white rose of hope with the rose garden, the night ride, my dear friend, and the sea witch. So that's kind of like the energy of Ursula from The Little Mermaid. And so I also feel there's a need to find your voice here. It's kind of time to step into leadership. Another 10 energy, actually, an 11 and a 10, the night ride. Have you been in the dark night of the soul? I do feel it's been a long journey. I also feel you could have some type of spirit guides on the other side, a grandmother figure maybe, that has been guiding you towards completion. And maybe you don't really know exactly where it is you're going next, but you're going to have to keep putting one foot in front of the other. And I feel you've hoped for something. You've hoped and prayed for something. This is also the energy of somebody being independently owned and operated. And so there could be some codependencies here. And I feel like you've been struggling, lacking hope. I feel Pisces energy with the sea witch coming through. And maybe you're gearing up for a long winter. I do feel this person in question, you consider them to be a friend, but I feel this energy of they're really a foe. Somebody here has really dug their claws into you. This is the energy of something toxic as well. 52 also breaking down to a 7. And so I think there's some truth that needs to be exposed here. Another 7 card. So there is fresh new energy trying to come in. A brand new energy. But maybe you need to stop looking at this situation as black and white. Not everything is black and white. There's shaded gray area in between there. I feel secrets can harm you when they come to light. Something hidden here is coming to light. And I've got a Capricorn that has been ignoring the signs, ignoring the truth. And there is going to be a rediscovery here. So let's jump in with some tarot. Let's see what else needs to come through for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. We get the 5 of Swords with the Queen of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel Leo energy. And then we get this 5 of Swords. So I do feel there's a better way. You do want to be happier, Capricorn. And so I think you went towards somebody who lacked integrity, who lacked questionable motives, or maybe you're dealing with somebody that went towards the Queen of Wands. This could be, the karmic energy. But I feel, there is nothing we can't do when we believe in ourselves. So maybe you've underestimated somebody here. I do feel you've underestimated somebody, and you're dealing with somebody that maybe has some addictions, a gambling addiction. It could be a gambling addiction, a drug addiction. There's definitely a need for balance here. I do feel this is not your wish come true. Maybe it's time for you to take action. I feel there's this lack of balance between career and personal life as well. And so 5s are changes. Ooh, 3 of coins in reverse just flew out the deck. And so is this really what you love? Are you in a cycle that you absolutely love? Because I do feel there's like a racking up of some karmic debt. And there's a lack of recognition here. There's definitely you not working well with somebody. Maybe somebody that you thought was your soulmate. With the King of Wands, we've got the Magician reverse. Yeah, Leo energy. I feel strong Leo energy. You're dealing with a master manipulator here. You're dealing with somebody that likes to be in the spotlight, likes to, have all kinds of attention. And there's some manipulative behaviors here. Oh my God. The Lovers in reverse. Gemini energy. This is also Gemini, Virgo. The Strength reversed. More Leo. I feel Leo, Gemini. The 3 of Swords reversed. That is that energy. Where did it go? Where did that card go? Not today. Not today for dealing with somebody, with something. Oh my God, I'm having a hard time with my words. Page of Cups. Transformation reversed. Wise counsel reversed is the overall outcome. So there is something crumbling here. There's going to be some exposure. 7 of Swords reversed. with the Temperance card or the Balance card in reversed, Sagittarius energy, the Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups in reversed with more Leo energy, the Sun. And I feel here you are, Capricorn. Queen of Pentacles upright with the Six of Coins in reversed and the Eight of Swords in reversed with the Chariot. And so you're getting out of Dodge. That's what it feels like. You very well could be dealing with the King of Wands, somebody with prominent fire energy in their big three, Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising. But I feel like this person lacks motivation, can be quite theatrical. I do feel like there's this energy of like the magic is gone. There is somebody here trying to block you from having success. You're also dealing with somebody that is overly sensitive to any amount of criticism. And this is toxic, right? With the Lovers reverse, this is a connection where there is a lack of deep intimacy. There's a lack of love. I do feel maybe this has affected your health negatively. Maybe you've been struggling with some health issues and illness. Maybe it's time to recover some finances here. But ego's been a block with the Strength reverse. Maybe you've lacked the strength to release somebody because you don't want to deal with it today, not today, right? You don't want to deal with the ending and the sadness that will come with an ending. There's resistance to releasing this connection. It is rooted in the past. It is rooted in some old beliefs. I really don't feel like this person that you're dealing with is really there for those when they need them. I feel there's a lack of healing. There's a lack of communication, which is creating all kinds of challenges and misunderstandings here. And I feel like, you know, how many times are we going to say, hey, let's try this again with the Page of Cups, right? It's like, maybe you keep trying to have an open-hearted conversation with this person. Maybe you keep trying to rekindle that original emotional connection from the start. But I do feel like your heightened psychic abilities are saying, hey, it's kind of time to release a poor judgment call, right? And I do feel there's so much resistance in the ego when it comes to making changes that need to be made on your path. We've got a King of Wands here that is all up in his ego, wants to portray himself as somebody powerful, somebody assertive, but I do feel this person really lacks strength. There's also this lack of forgiveness coming through here. And I feel somebody is so resistant to making these changes. And then we end off, the last card is the Hierophant reverse, Taurus energy. Wherever you're at, Capricorn, it feels like there's a lack of spirituality, a lack of unity. I do feel, you know, maybe you wanted a traditional commitment with this person. You're dealing with somebody, I feel, that will never commit. Maybe you received poor counsel. But I do feel there is going to be some type of exposure when it comes to a bad judgment call, an unwise choice. Somebody here, I feel, maybe this King of Wands is losing his mind when it comes to a bad decision. I do feel there could be a big time material loss here with the Five of Pentacles if you don't break free, because things are getting worse. There is definitely some type of addictions here with the Temperance in reverse. It's like the two of you, no matter how hard you try, there's just no blending of ideas. It's like you have your own ideas. They have their own ideas. There's a lack of patience. There's a lack of self-control. And there's definitely an ending here. And so there might be some deep inner child healing that is needed. Maybe this is somebody that, you know, you're with and you knew them back in childhood or as a teenager or something. But I feel you're holding on due to an old belief system or some childhood wounding here. And so something is definitely over. The Six of Cups reversed. The Lovers reversed. This is an ending. These are two people not on the same page. Two people that maybe got together because of some childhood wounding for some healing. But I feel there's a need to stop romanticizing how things were. Everybody's perfect in the first 3 to 6 months of a relationship, and then the mask falls, the true colors come out, and by that time we're hooked and we're in a trauma bond, right? And so that's kind of what I feel might be playing out here. And I do think you are worried about money. I do feel maybe this person hinders your financial progress on your journey. I think they're that maybe this person requires your financial assistance, which is becoming a drain on your finances. But what I love over here is you're stepping into your worth and your value. I do think you're generous, maybe a little bit materialistic, or maybe you got hooked up with somebody that's a little bit materialistic. But I feel you're going to have to be careful as to how you proceed, because you are dealing with a magician in reverse. This is somebody that doesn't have good intentions. I do feel no matter how hard you try to manifest success, this person makes you doubt yourself. They make you doubt that you can do it. And I do feel you're going to have to make a big decision here. And I do feel an epiphany is coming when it comes to a lack of reciprocity. I really feel like you give, you give, you give. And this person really doesn't give back what you put into this. And so I do feel an unexpected financial loss. Maybe you've lent this person money. They needed to borrow money from you. And maybe this is a part of paying off some karmic debt. But I do feel a loss of fortune is going to bring forward some type of an epiphany that's going to get you to break free from a situation that I think has become some type of entanglement that you feel entrapped in. And I think you're afraid to take action because you're afraid to feel the pain. So we do have the 8 of Swords reversed with the 3 of Swords reversed. And so what is 8 minus 3? We do get the 5 of Swords. Yeah, I think you're so afraid to admit that you made an unwise choice. Maybe because you've created a beautiful status quo foundation, and maybe you're afraid of what everybody's going to say to you. But I do feel it is time to take accountability and to take responsibility and to take back your life is what I'm feeling. And so the rewards will come. Could be dealing with a Cancer. The rewards will come when you find your determination and your willpower to walk away from something unhealthy. And if you choose not to take action, I do feel you're going to keep feeling like there's no hope. You're never going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And so, yeah, I just feel this is a hopeless situation. This is not wish fulfillment, Aquarius energy. And maybe it's time to go in a brand new direction, to learn something new, because I do feel a major realignment taking place here. And I think this has been a long journey. I do feel like you're walking a fine line here, and you're going to really need to be cautious because you've definitely received some poor counsel. But I feel the ending of a long-standing commitment, and that's kind of what I got for you, Capricorn. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, I do encourage you to check out the description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.